Remember what I told y'all? The Bucks, we're getting up out of here. Remember, I think I picked the Bucks because I just, I didn't know Giannis wasn't going to play at all. I figured maybe he'd play a little bit. Reports have come out that he never really was even close to coming back. But Bucks won it. I mean, not Bucks. Pacers won in 6. To be expected once they got up 3-1, and there was no Dame, no Giannis, all this stuff. Like, it was okay. They're probably going to win this. They're a little more healthy, even though they're not the healthiest, but they're a little more healthy. If you're the Bucks, of course, what's going to happen is now you've got this built-in deniability and built-in excuse. Well, we didn't have Giannis, we didn't have Dame for 2 games, and fire a coach and blah blah blah. So let's give it another year. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. I'm telling you right now, the Milwaukee Bucks are not winning a championship with Doc Rivers as their coach. They're not. Just clip it if you want to. They're not. Okay, that's number 1. Okay, number 2. Everybody's getting older. This is what I was talking to you guys before. You start talking about wasting years. This is a wasted year. Giannis, I don't know how many years he's got left in Milwaukee. I don't know how many years Dame has left in the league. Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton. This is a wasted year. You wasted one. Said it about Phoenix as well. You wasted one. When your star finally says, I want out, and you look at all the years or you should have done something and you didn't, you wasted one. This is one of them. Dallas and Clippers. Hey, Clippers, guess what? You wasted one. Matter of fact, you wasted 2. Matter of fact, you've wasted 3. You've wasted these years. You want to know why you wasted these years? Because you put your stock in Kawhi Leonard, who's notoriously not healthy, when you need him the most. He's just not. It's the same thing with Joel Embiid. He's always on the floor. I told y'all about this with Philly. Can you really win a championship with Joel Embiid? It's the same thing. And every year that you put stock in Kawhi Leonard being your cap, I get it. When he's playing, playoff Kawhi is one of the best players in NBA history. The problem is he ain't ever playing. And the only team that really got the benefits of that playoff Kawhi is the Raptors. Paul George, I know you love LA, big dog, but I don't know what you love if you love LA or you want to win. I know you get your podcast, so it may be about more than that when it comes to like what your future holds. But I don't know, dog. I told y'all, I did tell y'all the Mavs were gonna get them boys up out of here. Shout out to Luka. Shout out to Kyrie, man. Kyrie is something special. Kyrie is something special. Shout out to him. Mavericks. They're done. I don't think the Clippers are getting any better. You got James Harden decisions to make. Russ signed a shorter 1-year deal. He played well off the bench. We'll see what happens. I know Paul George loves him and wants to keep him. We'll see how that goes. Like we said, we got Cavaliers Magic. It's Game 7. That's today. I'm recording this on a Sunday. Cavs Mavericks play at 1 o'clock. I think I keep saying Cavs Mavericks. Cavs Magic play at 1 o'clock. I think I like Magic, man. I think I like the Magic. I think I do. They probably should have beat them Game 5. I think I like the Magic. Got to get Donovan Mitchell some help. But I know that's not what nobody cares about, man. On this Sunday, after what we saw, Game 1 of what I consider the best 2 teams in the West, the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota comes out hot, 18-4. Yeah, we're on there. Yeah, they came out on their ass, 18-4. Denver goes to the bench a little bit. Reggie Jackson sparks it. Next thing you know, Denver's up 25-23 at the end of the first quarter. 21-3 run after getting down 18-4. I said, oh. And it was just a heavyweight fight. Power punches, left, right, all game long. Anthony Edwards, man. I don't know. Anthony Edwards, man. 43 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Karl-Anthony Towns foul trouble. He had 20. Mike Conley made some big shots and like timely buckets. 14 points. And he had 10 assists. Naz Reid, 6th man of the year, 16 points. And he had 14 of them in the second half. Naz Reid played well when Cat Cat getting in foul trouble and Nas being able to come in and be instant offense off the bench. I didn't watch a ton of Minnesota, so I'm not sure if like that's his role is offense or if it's defense. But he got 6th man of the year, so he clearly like there's something offensively there with Nas Reed. I just wasn't wasn't sure. But anyway, and then you got Denver on the other end, and Jamal Murray didn't play particularly well. 17 points, 4 assists. Michael Porter Jr. 20 points. He's basically just doing the same thing every game. 20, 21 points. And Jokic 32, 9, and 8. Aaron Gordon 9 points. Aaron Gordon becomes a non-factor when you got big men who are just as big as him. Like, he can't bully a smaller power forward, and he can't go by. Like, he's not, but so much more athletic than Cat. And the matchups, which is what I kind of expected. So the matchups are they're putting Mike Conley on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They're putting Ant on Murray to put some size and athleticism on Murray so he can't get off. You've got Gobert on, I want to say Aaron Gordon so he can roam. You've got McDaniels on Porter Jr. and you've got Cat on Jokic. Or something along those lines. Long story short, really it's the keys are Ant is on Jamal so that, like I said, you've got athleticism and you've got somebody to make sure Jamal didn't get off. And then you got Gobert's able to roam so he can still protect the rim and whatnot. Those little Jokic's right in that tweener in the paint, but instead of shooting it, when you think he's going to shoot it, he's actually throwing a lob. That's not going to work with Gobert. He's too long. He's too smart. He's got too quick of hands. That's not going to work. You can't do that. You're going to have to shoot those. You're going to have to score 40. 32, 8, and 9 probably should be 40 and like 6 assists and 12, 13 rebounds. That's what you're going to need to do. Because Aaron Gordon's going to be a non-factor in this series. Michael Porter Jr.'s shot-making ability is huge, but it's going to have to be Jokic. He's going to have to send it to Gobert because that's the best defensive team defense in the league. They got the 6th man of the year. They got the future face of the league. And they got what most people will deem the defensive player of the year. All on the same team. So, yeah. That's going to be a great series, man. That was just game 1. Timberwolves did pull that out, 106-99, by the way. Monday, you got Pacers-Knicks, game 1. And then you got Nuggets-T-Wolves, game 2. That'll be much, much later. But, yeah, that's the NBA, man. That's the NBA. Boston is going to get the winner of Cavs Magic. They're beating each other up. They're playing hard. They're playing tough. It's grinding. It's grueling. And they got to go see Boston. No Kristaps, and that means something. But I honestly feel like that's going to be another pretty easy get them boys up out of here series for Boston. Honestly, especially if they play the Cavs. I think if they play Orlando is big, but their big guys, sorry, I keep sniffling in the mic. Their big guys, Paolo, Wagner, Franz Wagner, are like big guys who put the ball on the floor. So they're almost like power forward, small forward hybrids, while Cleveland's big guys are just literally just trees. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, they're not. So you might be able to play one of them off the court if you're Boston. So we'll see. I'm definitely going Celtics. I'm definitely thinking it's going to be pretty quick, especially if they play Cleveland. And then you got Dallas and Oklahoma City, which is next. And, oh, man, the West is so good. I really don't care about the East until, the Eastern Conference Finals. And it should be Boston and New York. But the West, I cared about Suns, Wolves. I cared about Nuggets, Lakers. I cared about Clippers, Mavs. Now I care about Mavs, Thunder. And I care about T-Wolves, Nuggets. And I'm going to care about... Doesn't matter what the combination is. If it's Mavs, T-Wolves, Mavs, Nuggets, Thunder, T-Wolves, Thunder, Nuggets. It doesn't matter what that combination is. I'm going to care. The West is so deep. And I think somebody wrote a stat that like the superstars, Shy, young, Luka, young, Kyrie is not a superstar. He's number 2. Jokic is I think the oldest one, 28, 29, something like that. Ant, young. The West, they're all young. Tatum and Brown are young, right? Like, but they're not 23, 24 young anymore. Jalen Brunson's not 23, 24 young. Um, Halliburton's young. Pacers. And then the Orlando Magic team is young. Mitchell's not 23, 24 young anymore. So it's a little bit younger in the West as well. And it's gonna be great, man. The NBA playoffs, I'm trying to tell y'all, is going to be fantastic. And I get to the point where like I start to get lost for words talking about it because I just like I love it so much. And I'm just ready to watch more basketball. So Mavericks and Cavaliers. Mavericks, I said it again. Magic and Cavaliers later today. I think I'm going Magic.